RNA, or ribonucleic acid, is made up of a base pair connected by sugar molecules and phosphate molecules. Now the bases in RNA are going to be adenine, uracil, guanine, and cytosine. Similar to DNA, they're going to pair with each other, and each one is only going to pair with one other base. They can't pair with any of the other three. So adenine pairs with uracil, and guanine pairs with cytosine. Guanine and cytosine also pair in DNA. Your curved letters for abbreviation pair together, and adenine and uracil pair together in RNA, and it's your vowels that are pairing together. Now in DNA, you have thymine as your other base, the base that pairs with adenine. But in RNA, you've got a different base. So you can think of it as your two abbreviations that are vowels pair together and your two curved abbreviations pair together. So adenine with uracil and guanine with cytosine. Usually, RNA is going to be single-stranded. But it can form a double helix, like the shape of DNA, by folding in on itself. So you have a single strand made up of sugar molecules and phosphate molecules, and then you've got the little base pairs coming off of it. So it may be like this. You've got your sugar and phosphate molecules, and then you've got your little base pairs coming off of it. And my little lines here are splitting it. So you would have adenine and uracil, guanine and cytosine, adenine and uracil, guanine and cytosine, all the way down. Now, if the RNA was more complex, it may fold in on itself, and this could curve around and kind of form a double helix by being tightly coiled and wrapped together, so that instead of having just one side of the ladder, it curved up and made the one side kind of sandwich it together and form into a double helix that way. But it's not going to be the same kind of pattern, the same structure as DNA is going to be. RNA is also a carrier of genetic material in some viruses. So in viruses, RNA can carry the genetic material, and a lot of times if it's a more complex virus, you'll have RNA that is a double helix. It has formed a more complex structure to carry genetic material for the viruses. In most cells, DNA is what's holding all of the genetic material, but RNA is what kind of moves it around the cell. So let's look at the three main types of RNA. Messenger RNA, or mRNA, carries codes from DNA in the nucleus to ribosomes in the cytoplasm. So it's moving, it's being a messenger and carrying that code from the DNA to ribosomes. Ribosomal RNA, or rRNA, they read that code carried by the messenger RNA. And ribosomes are composed of the ribosomal RNA and proteins. So the ribosomal RNA is a big part of ribosomes. And then transfer RNA, or tRNA, bring amino acids to the ribosomes where they are linked to proteins. So you can see RNA is moving around the cell a lot. It's not just staying in one place. DNA is mainly just going to stay in the nucleus and hold that genetic material. RNA is going to move it around, except in the case of viruses, where RNA is the main holder of genetic material instead of just a transport system. So let me show you what this might look like. So let's say we've got our ribosome, and so you've got RNA, your ribosomal RNA in here. Well, you've got DNA in the nucleus over here, and it's going to get transferred to RNA via the messenger RNA. So it's going to send that code along, and it's going to come into the ribosomal RNA. And then you've got transfer RNA out here, and it's going to bring amino acids into the ribosome. So you've got your ribosome here, and your ribosome holds the RNA. It takes in the mRNA, reads the code from DNA, it takes in the transfer RNA and picks up these amino acids, and out comes a protein. So the whole point of all this was to create a new protein, and RNA is a big part of protein synthesis. So it's going to move the code from the DNA via messenger RNA into a ribosome, and transfer RNA is going to bring amino acids into the ribosome, and the ribosomal RNA is going to take the code and take the amino acid and create a protein and spit it out. So that's what's going on here. Remember the big differences between RNA and DNA? DNA is holding all that information in the nucleus. RNA is moving the information around. It's how DNA gets its code from one place to another. So RNA is more of a transfer system within the cell, and it has several different kinds of RNA so that it can do different jobs in the cell, all working on transferring that genetic code. To find out more about how to ace your test and get more practice for your test, click the study guide. Learn why Mometrix is the best and smartest decision you could make for your test prep choice. We have done all the work cutting through the fluff to give you what you need to perform well on your exam. Click the study guide to get started now. And thank you for watching and learning with us.